Good morning, class ninth. Today we are doing part 2, The Bond of Love by Kent Anderson. As I've already told that how the author Kent he got the beer cup and gifted that to his wife, and the bear was brought up with at the beginning they had to feed him with the milk bottle, and ultimately he was able to get a everything that came on his way he ate it up. And we see he spent most of his time with the author's wife in the kitchen, and he was now growing up and he has grown a little, and he was friendly with the dog which the author has kept, and also with the children also he was little friendly. But as he was growing, his body was quite huge. We see one strange incident that happened with the bear which was known as Bruno. The author, who had put the barium carbonate in his library to kill the rats, and the Bruno, he took that uh, barium carbonate and ate it up. As Bruno has taken that Bruno, he was paralyzed. He was paralyzed. He was paralyzed, and he was taken to the vet. He was taken to the vet doctor, where he was given the vet, as he has never seen the bear to be a pet. So it was even tough for him to decide which medicine or how much antidote he had to inject into the beer. So he injected 10 cc antidote at first, but nothing happened to the Bruno. There was no change. And then he was again 10 cc more was antidote, more was injected into the Bruno's body, and suddenly the Bruno rose up and he was well. After few days, we see another strange incident took place, and that was Bruno drank a gallon of engine oil. And although he had drank, but Bruno was now grown up and his body was also quite healthy, so nothing happened to this Bruno, which was also known as a Bawa, because out of love. A joyful feast that Bruno used to enjoy was, he liked playing with the author's wife. He hold the stick like a gun and used to shoot. And Baba had, as he was grown up here now, he had to be chained up because they had the tenants which has the children, and it was something very, scary that the Bruno, although Baba was quite patient, he was full of patience, but still we see it was tough for the Bruno to be kept open. So as he was grown, so his friend, that is author's friend, requested that Baba should be taken to the zoo at the Mysore, since he had become and that is very large. And on the friend's request, the author has to convince his wife. So he convinced, and so it was decided that Baba was finally to be sent to the zoo. As he was transported to the zoo, the author's wife and the Baba himself, both Bruno and Baba, they were very sad and dejected, and they felt, that is the author, she felt the absence of Baba in the house, and even in the zoo we see the Baba was not happy. She stopped eating. Baba too felt very miserable in the zoo. And author's wife now wanted to visit Bruno. Those who visited the zoo, the author's wife used to ask them about the Bruno, but everybody told that he looks sad and he is looking weak too. That made author's wife, that is adamant that she wanted to visit Bruno as soon as possible. And so the Author thought now it has been 3 months and Bruno might have forgotten the author wife, as well as he may not be able to recognize him. So friend guessed that the bear would not recognize her, but the moment Baba saw her in the zoo, he felt very happy and he recognized her. She gave her tea, ice cream, and at last, the author's wife, she had to leave, and it was very sad departing. So, sad departing, the author Bruno wept bitterly, and even the author's wife, she cried. And so now they wanted to take Baba back to their home. Carter was that is he was to be moved back to the house, but the wife's attachment was seen by the workers in the creator in the zoo, so they also decided that he should be sent back to the to author's house. And the Carter expressed his helplessness, and he told that it was now a government's property, and so he has to meet the superintendent and request him to get the Bruno back. Finally, it was decided, and Bruno was to return back. But before returning back, Baba at the home, they made an island for him. It was 20 feet long and 15 feet that is wide, surrounded by the moat, and the 6 feet wide. This was that is which was built for the Bruno. And author's wife, she also used to visit to the Bruno, and they used to sit together there for the long time. And Baba was also given the stick which he used to carry when he was small, and felt very happy. And we see and that again author's wife and Baba, they were united. This is what the story is about, the Baba, that is the bond of love, the bear which has a great attachment with the author's wife. Thank you, students. Complete the textual questions.